Hey, welcome to this episode. I want to talk about where to start when you're starting to get started in video. Because we talked about the importance of getting started in video. I definitely hammered that down. So I want to talk about where you can actually start to get started in video. And let me tell you, you want to start at the beginning because the beginning is a very good place to start. If you don't start, then you're not going to be able to get better. You're not going to be able to get those reps in. Think of a steam train. It takes a now I get it. It takes a lot of effort to get started in something, and we're going to look at a steam train where it takes a lot of work of shoveling that. This is me shoveling coal. Shoveling the coal into the steam train because it takes a lot of power and effort to move even just a little bit. But once you get a steam engine moving, man, that baby is rolling. And an object in motion stays in motion. That's a great way to think about it. So, don't worry about being perfect when you start. You have to get those reps in order to grow, to get past all that silliness, get past all the uncomfortableness, get past on, like figuring out the process and get those reps in. And as soon as you continue to grow, as you continue to move, as you continue to create content, as you continue to share your message, as you continue to share the value, you're going to build up a bunch of momentum. And that is going to lead you down this path of consistency. That's going to lead you down this path of video content, value sharing, trust building, community cultivating. All these beneficial things are going to happen because you started at the beginning and sharing your video. Objects in motion stay in motion. And be comfortable with being imperfect. I know I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it a lot more in the future, but you have to be comfortable with being imperfect. Look at a toddler. When a toddler is trying to walk, they're all over the place. They kind of, just trying to stand up and get moving, and they're going to fall down a lot. But does that stop them? No, it does not stop them. They get up and they try it again. And they keep on going until they get into the rhythm of walking or jogging or climbing on stuff. Never mind. Make sure that you're reveling in the process of creating video, and understand that any imperfections that you're going to experience, regardless of how uncomfortable it makes you feel, that is okay, because you're going to get better. You're going to get used to talking to the camera. You're going to get used to talking into a microphone. You're going to understand or see the how you would like to communicate. One of the things that I'm working on as I'm communicating is slowing down. I get so passionate and excited about video and helping you get started in video and doing all these things, and they start talking like super fast. And I realized that I need to slow it down. It's okay if I have a 20-minute video going through all the things that I want to go through. I can think a lot clearer. I can articulate a lot better when I slow down myself. So I'm fluctuating between fast and slow because I'm aware of, wait a second, Jared, you need to slow down here. You're getting too hyped up. You're getting too excited. Let's slow it down and make sure that we're articulating the message that we want to articulate. And that's something that I've done over the course of several weeks here, of starting to record video content for Wittman Media for my business. The first few videos that I did were not great. I am redoing some videos because I got an updated camera and I like the way it looks a lot better. but you don't need to have the perfect equipment. You don't have to have these fancy equipments. You don't need to have a fancy camera. I would say that you need to have a quality audio source, and I'll talk a little bit more about this microphone. Oh, heck, I'll talk about this microphone right now. I love this microphone. This microphone has just got me so excited, so jacked up to create content because it looks professional. It feels professional. I feel like a professional. It's so cool because now I get to share my value. I'm just so excited. I was really struggling with starting with content before, but now I'm just going full board into creating content. But you want to make sure that you have quality audio, because if you have a blurry, if you have a crappy looking video and you have crappy audio, then it's just a crappy video. If you have a crappy video and high quality audio, like good audio, then it's a doable video. So make sure that you're investing. I picked up this microphone for under $70. It came with the stand that it's on. It's connected to my desk. I even picked up a version without the stand, and that was under $50. So if you have the option to invest in the microphone like this, I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the comments. I'll pin a comment at the top with the links on this one and the other one that I got that I do for podcasting. But now I'm going off on a tangent. Ah, Jesus. Curses. All right, let's talk about being comfortable with not being perfect. So be comfortable with imperfection. Here's how I approach projects. I'm going to do a project, and every project that I do, I take this mentality of we're going to try some things in this project. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to tweak some stuff from the last project. See if it works, and if it doesn't work, well, okay, then it didn't work. At some point, we're gonna force abandon a project and just put it out there, and then what I do with that project is anything that I didn't like about that project, I leave there. I just leave it at that project. Don't look back at it. Just post it there, and there's hopefully there's some gold nuggets that someone's gonna get from that if they watch it. Usually when a channel is starting to build, a lot of people aren't going to view your videos right away. So you're not going to get a lot of viewership in those early videos, which makes it perfect, the perfect opportunity to be imperfect, because there's a good chance that those videos won't receive a lot of views. And that is okay, because the algorithm, if we're talking about YouTube, and I think that any video that you create should go on your YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you should get a YouTube channel. But any video that you create, where was I going with that? The algorithm is the audience, and it takes a little bit of time to understand what your message is, what your channel's about, and who your audience is. It's going to take about 90 days of consistently posting content for the algorithm to understand who should be seeing your video content, who is your audience, and how can your brand help get connected to your audience through the algorithm on YouTube. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, let me know in the comments. But when I approach projects, I'm looking at all the things that I like about what I did in that project. I'm going to grab it up and apply it to the next project. And then everything I hated about that project, I'm just going to leave there. I'm going to leave it right there at that project and not worry about it. I'm not going to look back at old projects, be like, oh, Jared, what were you doing there? No, I just take what I like from this one project and apply it to the next project. And anything I don't like, I leave it there at that project. But I'm continually growing and looking for ways to improve. I'm looking for ways to get better. I'm looking for ways to constantly push the limits of what I think I can do. And that has allowed me to grow exponentially when it comes to creating video content. It's a ton of fun. Do I struggle still? Heck yeah, I'm not perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect. But like this medium, me, Jared, talking to you, the audience, through a camera in my office, this is new for me. Even though I've been on video and I've created hundreds, probably even thousands of videos in my time here in the last 10 years. I've created thousands of videos, and I've been on video a few times in that time period. And so I've gotten some reps in on being in front of the camera, but usually I'm just talking on a certain subject matter that's not my subject matter. So it's just a weird feeling that I've experienced. It's weird for me to talk like this, just extract information, the information that I've learned over the last 10 years, not 530, 10 years, not 530 years, 3 years I experienced there's been different seasons of my life where I've experienced different types of things. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about 5, 3, 10 years. I said it once, I can't stop saying it now. It just rolls off the tongue so easily. So approaching projects, and especially right now when you start, get those reps in. Get those weird feeling reps in and get into a place where you're comfortable, so that after 90 days of consistently posting content, you have all that uncomfortableness just out of your system, and you're ready to move forward. You're ready to share your message. You have your process down. Let's talk about the process. I think batching is incredibly beneficial to creating content and posting content. What is batching? Well, batching is creating as much content or pieces of content as you can in a certain amount of time. So imagine this were a block of time, and we're going to fill that block of time with certain components of creating messages for content, sharing your value, creating videos that are going to build trust. What are the steps that I utilize to create video content? Well, there's research, there's scripting or bullet pointing, there's recording, there's editing, and then there's scheduling. So there's 5 factors that I use when I approach batching and creating video content. First, I'm going to do some research. Either I'm gonna decide what a topic is. I'm gonna research what the topic is. I'm gonna look at other channels. I'm gonna look at what people are searching for. I'm gonna go into this research phase and take a look at what's the most beneficial information right now that I can share that can help people, or based off what they're looking for. I'll go into a video a little bit deeper on how I go through the research process, but I'm going to be looking, either I'm idea hunting or I'm looking for content specifically for a message, like a video like this, or I'm extracting information. Whenever I do this, I always think of like the Harry Potter scene where they're like, I'm extracting, I forget what, like the memory from the thing. Weird tangent. I go on them. That's just who I am. But you want to, when I extract information, I try to build and look at my notes from the last 5, 3, 10 years, and I build up a bullet pointed list based on that. Second is scripting. Now, I think it's more beneficial to be genuine and authentic and your unique self. Video is a great way to share your unique voice. And there's no one out there like you. You are the only you that there ever is and ever will be. So if you want to help humanize your brand, share your story, be authentic, be yourself. And that is a lesson that I've learned and has been difficult to learn over the course of the last 5, 3, 10 years. I can't stop. I just can't. But I've a lot of people that I trust and respect have said, be yourself. And I think I'm just this weird guy sometimes, and I do weird stuff, and sometimes my bits don't work out, and that's just like ideas that I have. Some ideas that I have don't work out, and a lot of ideas that I do have do work out, and it's really cool to see. So I'm comfortable with being who I am. I'm comfortable with being myself. And as I continue to create content, I'm so excited for who I'm going to be in the future, because who I am right now is not who I'm going to be in the future. And who I am right now is not who I was down there. And down there is the mountain. We're all climbing the mountain to our goals, to the top of the mountain, whatever the top of the mountain looks like. If that's a huge goal, if it's a personal goal, if it's a business goal, it doesn't matter what it is. We are climbing a mountain, and we have been climbing a mountain since we've started our journey. And whether we realize it or not. And when you have a goal like way up there, it's out of reach, you can't capture it, you can't grab it, you got to focus on the next step. You got to focus on you got to break that goal down into small steps and focus on the next step you can take. And then focus on the next step after that you can take. And then the next step after that. And soon you'll be, not any longer down there. You'll be right here, and you're moving up the mountain to there. I just the incredible journey I've experienced in my time. I am no longer the person I was 6 months ago. And to have that awareness is really cool. Getting on video and sharing my expertise, sharing my knowledge, sharing my stories, sharing my value, sharing my viewpoints, sharing what I have to share has allowed me to grow quite a bit in a small amount of time, because, how I experience things is unique to me, and how I break things down, how I come up with ideas, how I think creatively. I think creatively unlike other people, and you think creatively different than I do. Your life experience is different than my life's experience, and we have the opportunity to share our experiences, share our value, share our uniqueness through video, and connect with a larger audience. YouTube alone gets 2.6 or 7 or 8 billion users every month. What an opportunity to connect with a wider audience utilizing video. And you have to start. You just start at the beginning. So research, scripting, bullet pointing, and then recording. So I batch time out in my week for recording purposes, and then I batch time again for editing purposes, and then I batch more time for creating a thumbnail or scheduling, and then also within that editing process, I'll edit out shorts, like snippets of information that I think would be beneficial to help promote this video, or to help promote my channel, or to help promote my brand, which is me and my information and the value I have to bring to what we're talking about. But you have to get the reps in. You have to get the reps in, and you have to start. And the best place that you can start is by starting at the beginning. Be comfortable with being imperfect, and look at batching. Look at batching as a way to help break down this goal into smaller steps. Research, scripting, recording, editing, scheduling. The 5 things. I just broke down this process of video into 5 easy steps. Now, if you want to break that down even further, maybe you do research, you break that down into ideation. And then you have a parking lot of ideas that you can talk on based on the value that you have and the experiences that you've had as a person on your path. There's ways that you can break that down a little bit even further, but I like to batch, as a way to help get started. And I do this with my clients. We batch record either 90 we batch record 90 days worth of content, consistent content, because it takes consistency to get connected to your audience. So we batch record one day for whatever works for the clients, what that one day looks like, what the next quarter of content looks like. Did that make sense? I'd said looks like 3 times. Why did I do that? So one of my customers, Justin Janowski with Faith to Influence, we've batch recorded 3 quarters, so 9 months worth of content in 3 days. That's daily short form videos that are posted on YouTube. It's posted on Facebook. It's posted on LinkedIn. It's posted on Instagram. So he's repurposed these videos that we're putting on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and his team is helping build a marketing strategy and incorporating the content that we create within that marketing strategy. But here, Justin is taking one day, 8 hours of time to batch record. We do a lot of plan. We do a lot of prep beforehand. I go in there. I set up the camera equipment. I set up the lights. I make sure Justin looks good. I read him a topic. He spits out the topic in 60 seconds or less. We'll do some little directing, and then move on to the next topic. And we've done that 3 days. We've created 9 months of daily content by batching. And then he doesn't have to worry about needing to create a video every day or every week. He takes care of it for the quarter, one day for a quarter's worth of time. What an opportunity to compound your time and remove the stress of creating content. I batch record on another channel. We batch record multiple videos at a time and then break it up. So we're about a month ahead. I would like to get a lot further ahead, but there's a time thing. But I'm not stressing because, oh my gosh, we have to stay consistent with what our content strategy is, because we're a month ahead. We have a month's leeway on there. This channel, I've batch record. I have weekly cork videos like this one, long form videos. They're dropping until the beginning of July. So the next few weeks I have videos dropping, and then I have shorts dropping until the end of August. So my short game is pretty good because I'm able to extract a lot of valuable information from these longer videos and post it out there. This reduces an incredible amount of stress off my plate, because now I can focus on connecting with other customers or potential customers, or prospecting, or following up on projects, or working on systems and processes for my company. So then now we have a map on what needs to happen, when it needs to happen, and how it needs to happen as well. So the batching frees up a lot of time, and when you're starting in the beginning, it's easy to insert these time blocks into your schedule. In my opinion, it's a lot easier to insert these time blocks into your schedule. So I would also do this. Have like a cache of, is it cache or cache? You should build up some content, and then start scheduling. So then you're scheduling out, and that reduces the amount of time or stress. It reduces the amount of stress that you may experience. And by the way, this is just my opinion. This is based on what I've experienced in my success so far, and how I've been able to manage a few different YouTube channels and the content around that by optimizing batching and helping my clients get started in video. And if you need help getting started in video, please let me know. Drop a message in the comments. I'd be happy to, or check out my website. And I'd be happy to have a conversation with you and just help you work through any roadblocks that you might be experiencing, because it's so important to get started in video. I was looking at some old paperwork, some old notes I was looking through, and I found this note from October 31st, 2023, and it says, things I should be doing but aren't. And the first bullet point is creating my own content for Wittman Media. And I have lost out on like 6 months of getting those reps in. I'm just thinking, like 6 months ago, if I had started, who would I be right now? How would I be articulating my messages? What types of video content will I have created? How many subscribers would I have had? But I can't think about the past because it's in the past. I have to focus on right now, and starting right now is important. And I have to be comfortable with the imperfections of my video content. But I'm going to take everything that I like about what I'm creating. I'm going to just extract it out, not with a syringe. I'm just going to get in there like King Kong, just take all the good stuff out and apply it to the next video, and leave anything I don't like in that video and just keep moving forward, because an object in motion stays in motion, but you have to get started, and just start at the beginning. If you need help creating content, if you need help with marketing strategies, if you need help editing content or getting started in content, whether it's like a coaching standpoint, or we come down and I help you create the videos and edit them for you, and you take care of posting, let me know. I am available to help you out as best as I can. And I would love to have a conversation. If anything was valuable from this video, please let me know. If there was something that, if you didn't get any value from this video, please let me know, because I want to make sure that the things that I'm sharing, if I'm going through 27 minutes of talking about a piece of content or a experience or something of value, I want to make sure that it is of value. One of the things I'm working on is I kind of go off on these tangents because I have so many thoughts and so much excitement about getting on video and getting started and the importance of video, that sometimes I go off on these tangents down subject matters that would probably be best as their own video content. And I will do those video contents, but I'm just letting you know that, it's the first video. It's not the first video, but it's one of the first videos. So this part here, I'm not a big fan of, and I keep on going down that rabbit hole of pinpointing or pointing out that this bit that I'm doing is not beneficial to you, the viewer. But now that I'm being aware of it, I'm not going to do it in the future. Hopefully, I'm not going to do it in the future. Hey, like and subscribe if any of this was great for you. There's going to be a lot more videos like this and different types of videos that I'm excited to put out there and continue to explore and expand my knowledge on. And it's going to be a journey, a consistent journey of beneficial value on marketing strategies and video content strategies as well. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.